We started the tour by biking from the bike shop Blazing Saddles and headed down to the end of Hyde Street, which is called Hyde Street Pier. The pier is known to be a historic ferry pier. The ferries were operated by the Golden Gate Ferry since the 19th century. It is part of the Maritime National Historical Park, which we pass by next. San Francisco Maritime National Historical Park was originally called the San Francisco Maritime Museum, but was changed in 1988 when the collection of boats along the port were obtained by the National Park Service. It is known as the Historical Vessel Fleet, moored at Hyde Street Pier. San Francisco Maritime National Historical Park is the smallest national park in the United States. Next, we pass by Fort Mason. The Fort Mason Center connects with people through art and culture. We learned that Fort Mason has every record of anyone who came in or left on a boat through the bay. We didn't have enough time to stop and explore, but we enjoyed learning about it and passed by the port and the festival pavilion. We stopped to take pictures next to the bay as we had a gorgeous view. We spent time looking at the hazy outline of both the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz. After passing Fort Mason, we rode through Crissy Field. Crissy Field used to be a U.S. Army airfield, but closed in 1974, opening up to the public in 2001. Crissy Field is now an urban national park, which is popular for tourists and locals because of its view and location. The path through Crissy Field took us up a huge hill, which was when most of us had to get off our bikes and walk them up the steep road. After about an hour and a half and 4 miles, we reached the entrance to the Golden Gate Bridge. Riding across the mile-long bridge was an eye-opening experience. The fog blurred the edges of the rails, hearing the voices of the pedestrians who walked or ran past, and the sound of the cars riding over the metal expansion joints made the whole experience incredible. I personally stopped halfway through the bridge, pulled over to the side, and took out my camera. I had never seen something so real and pure right in front of my eyes. The thick red pillars loomed over my head, and the bray sprinkled mist into my hair. After riding across the bridge and back, we took a different route back. We went through Crissy Field again and passed by the Palace of Fine Arts. The Palace of Fine Arts is in the Marina District of San Francisco. It was built after the earthquake of 1906 because the city had so much rubble, they had a huge landfill with nothing on it. The palace was used to exhibit art, although now it is a very popular place for big events, holidays, and weddings. After the Palace of Fine Arts, our tour guide showed us the way back to the bike shop, and that was the end of our tour. From the bike ride, I learned and experienced many new things. I experienced how to get around the Golden Gate area. I learned about the history of the places we rode past, and of the various ways to view the city of San Francisco. A bike ride was definitely the scenic and healthy choice.